My boyfriend revealed that he has 2 kids and that he's still supporting their mother. I, mid-20s female, started dating my boyfriend, late 20s male, 2 months ago. We hit it off great in every aspect. 3 weeks ago, we confessed our love for each other and he asked me to move in with him. Luckily, I haven't yet. I was so ecstatic that I found someone like him. By the way, this comes from Mia's Tempest, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, I live in a pretty conservative household, and I told him the only way I could move out is if I talked to my father. He told me that he would propose if he had to. We talked about our future and our wedding day. He visited me every day after work, even though he worked crazy hours and was probably exhausted. He always brought me gifts. He told me that he would love for me to stop working and provide for me and our family. We told each other we were crazy for thinking about these things so early in the relationship, but we just laughed it off. You are crazy. After all of that, he said that before things got more serious, he needed to confess something to me. He admitted that he has 2 kids and provides for 100% of the finances for them and their mother. And there it is. There's the red flag.
That's where I'm heading out.
I knew it was coming.
I am going to stop off at this stop, please.
He's like, I have children. They've been here all the whole time. They had them when they were in high school, and although they both graduated, he has dedicated his life to providing for his family. However, because of many difficulties, he and the mother of his kids decided to never marry and have been separated for a while. I feel like the rug has been pulled out from under my feet. I feel like after all of that, there was a whole other side of him that I didn't know. Why would he wait so long to tell me? Don't you mention kids right away? I told him that kids are not a deal breaker. I have a very motherly relationship with my younger sister, since our mom passed away when we were little, and I was very clear that I would never abandon her. I am very proud of the young adult that she's becoming. Is he not proud of his kids? This isn't giving me the confidence to have a family with him if this is the type of father he will become to them. Not to mention, apparently his baby mama had never worked much and has been financially dependent on him all of these years. If she finds out about me, won't she think of me as a threat to her and her kids' well-being? Right now, my feelings are fluctuating. I think of him and I remember all the happy feelings he has made me feel. Up until this point, he has been the most loving partner I've ever had, and I really don't want to lose him. On the other hand, I feel like a fool for trusting him so much when he had actually so much to hide. Also, how is it that when he was promising a future with me, he didn't once think about how I would feel after dropping this bombshell on me?
One thing, go back like 2 slides.
I'm going back 2 slides.
Most loving partner I've ever had. And I don't want to lose him.
That's a rut row.
That's the rut row I'm seeing. Yeah, sure, he may be the most loving partner you've ever had, but that doesn't mean there are more out there. There aren't more out there.
Doesn't mean you can't do better than this guy.
Exactly.
It's also 3 months. It's been 3 months. Cut your losses. But let's keep going. Right now, he says he's scared of losing me, but that I have the right to make the decision to leave him or stay. I just feel like I'm being torn apart. I'm seeing him tomorrow, and I think I'm going to break up with him. After a week of feeling like this, I decided that for my health, I have to put an end to this. Yes, you do. This stress is distracting me from my responsibilities. I feel like I can't take it anymore. Heartbreak is truly awful. And edit, he never visited me at home because I live with my family. My dad, grandma, and siblings depend on me financially. I own a business, and he would visit me there after he was done with work. He is also a workaholic. Guess now I know why. But he said that he would gladly pay for an apartment for the both of us so that we can spend more time together. I've never had to pay for anything when we go out on dates. When I'm with him, he always spends money at my business because he says it brings him pride to provide for me. Sigh, I'm down bad. And there are some comments and I'm sure an update, but any thoughts?
Yeah.
It's just move on. Move on. This is what, 3 months?
3 months is when I feel like I've said this before, but it goes of when you find out more about a person. It's like 3 months and then a year and then like 2 years.
Plus moving in together.
That's a huge step.
Crazy.
At 3 months.
Yeah.
I was going to say when Riley said, 3 months is like the mark when you start realizing who you're dating. I'm like, no, when you move in together, that's the monster you realize you're dating.
Well, I think there are levels to realizing who you're dating.
Yeah.
There are levels.
One of them
but
is when you live together.
The level here is there's no honesty at the very beginning.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go into the comments while Riley tries to remember this thought. Comment 1. He lied to you the whole time he knew you so that you develop strong feelings and be less likely to run away when he fessed up. He love bombed you and asked you to move in after dating for weeks, which is ridiculously fast, and still hasn't told you. He's a liar and a manipulator, and you'd be foolish to trust anything else he says or to stay with him. So I'm glad you're choosing to end it. Agreed. In the future, be wary of a guy being that intense and moving so quickly early on. And OP says, thank you. Right now, I really need to hear this hard truth so that I can feel strong when I confront him tomorrow.
Okay, another point, found it.
Yes.
Is whenever he broke the news to OP,
Yeah.
OP got stressed out, and didn't feel like super good about it. I feel like it's the way he also broke the news. And OP may have not been in a position to, I don't know, be this, not like a side piece, but like in the middle of all the family things going on.
Yeah.
So that's another point. Did that make sense?
I didn't fully understand the point.
The way he broke the news
Yeah.
of I have 3 kids, I have
Yes.
2 kids and a wife, unsettled her.
No wife. It was just like,
No, ex baby mama.
Ex-baby mama. Yeah, that's what I meant. But
Broke it poorly.
yeah, he broke it poorly.
Yeah.
Because if it came from like certain people, people would probably be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from. But maybe in the way he did it, it may have not been.
Maybe he just freaking sucks.
Yeah.
Comment 2, gently, I think that your current situation and how you've been raised is making it harder for you to see the red flag with guys like this who are looking to take advantage of you. You live in a conservative household where you need to ask your father's permission to move out, but you are financially supporting your father and the entire house. You're already being taken advantage of. If you're adult enough to support not only yourself but the family, then you are adult enough to be making your own decisions about your life. Your father should not be dictating the rules to your life when he is dependent on you. 2 months is too early for most couples to be considering cohabitation. At 2 months, you're still getting to know each other. You don't know the real him yet. It is definitely a red flag that he asked you to move in with him and said he'd be willing to get engaged before telling you about the existence of his children, and that he tried to convince you to quit your job and become financially dependent on him at only 2 months. Also, before he bothered to tell you about something as important as I have children.
Is he just trying to get awards? Like, the more baby mamas I have, the better at life I'm doing.
He's gonna get a participation award. Comment 3, you've only been with him for 2 months. You don't know him. It sounds like he's lining you up to be baby mama number 2 or 3 or 4. You don't know. Listen to your gut and ignore his empty words and promises. He professes his love too much, too early. So beware. You deserve and will find better. Good luck. And Opie says, I sure don't know how many baby mamas he's got, and I feel loved when I'm with him, but insecure when I'm not. What could he possibly be doing when I'm not looking? I hate that I let myself think about him this much. And there is an update.
Oy vey.
But girl, you're not the only one out there. Ah, man. I feel like I feel like he's a cheater too. I feel like my ICU cheating.
The fact that he was able to like hide kids for 3 months.
Yeah. What
2
else
months?
is he hiding? Is he a spy of some sorts?
That's hard too. Because you got pictures of kids, you got in the car, you got car seats, you got toys.
yeah, it kind of shows that he's like maybe a little ashamed of his family.
That's actually a great point, because like if he doesn't have, was he even seeing his kids in the 3 months? Because clearly not a lot. If OP didn't even know about them. So I'm like, how much of a father is he actually being?
Yeah, if he can't even say within maybe in the first week or like first couple of dates that, hey, I have a family, or at least I have 2 kids. I don't like that. You're not really a family man.
I think just the fact that it's not glaringly obvious that he has kids shows that he's not, being a parent. But there is an update. Hey y'all, I'll probably delete this soon, but I thought I owed you guys an update. So the day came when I was going to break up with him. I told him that I was feeling overwhelmed by the situation, and he told me that the night before, he went to visit his kids. His baby mama told him that she knew he had a girlfriend, me, and that she was fine with it. But then she got all emotional, cried, and told him that she could never move on and that she would always take him back. I'm not going to lie and say that this didn't completely shatter my heart, and I told him that this confirmed my fears. I told him that if he chose her, I hope they stayed a happy family. When I said that, not my proudest moment, I just started bawling my eyes out. He hugged me, oh no, and told me that he wouldn't go back to her because he doesn't love her and that it wouldn't be fair to her. But seeing me cry doesn't make him want to be with me because he feels like a butt for hurting me. He says that I deserved much better and that he was just going to focus on his career and kids if this was going to be the end of us because he doesn't want to hurt anyone else. Before I could say goodbye, I asked him if what we had was even love. For me, well, I kind of feel underappreciated by my family, whom I've dedicated my life to, and he made me feel listened to and understood. He told me that for him, he felt like he wanted to make someone happy since his family isolated him after the breakup with his kid's mom. And by the way, we would never isolate you because you can listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app and search up OK Storytime. And there is a little bit left.
Dude, I don't like this little peace out he did. The way he peaced out, like, nonchalantly, he's like, I love you, and it'll be okay.
Miss Ray says he's a
He's
player.
like, I'm not
He's a
getting
player.
back with my girlfriend, my ex, but I'm also don't want to get back with you.
No,
'cause-
babe, she's not the one for me. You are, but
'cause
I mean,
you
I
don't
have kids with her,
deserve-
but like, it's okay.
Yeah, I just don't love you don't deserve to have to get back together with me.
Babe, you get 80% of my love, but that's okay.
Yeah. Like, yes, he's right, but also I don't like,
I don't like it.
I don't like how he said it.
He just pieced out.
I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I know like 95% of the comments are telling me that he loved bomb me and that he deceived me into relationship, and I agree that what he did was not ideal, but I don't believe he's a bad person. We just got caught up in each other at the right place at the right time. I told him that he has a lot of stuff to think about, and so do I. I proposed that we take a 2-week break to see if we still have feelings for each other, and that I needed to make sure I don't lose myself because I feel like I have developed an unhealthy obsession with him. He agreed to respect my wishes.
Check if there's an update.
Dang, man. Girl, just leave. It's 3 months.
And
I feel like, I don't know
yeah.
if you could do a break after 3 months.
That's weird.
I feel
yeah.
like if you're already at like, let's take a break at 3 months, maybe just like,
Yeah.
that seems like excessive. I feel like you can take a break maybe a year into a relationship.